Hey everybody, Dr. Swanson here. I want to talk to you about that first question that I asked you last week in the in-class discussion activity where we talked about College Town. That first question that I asked was for you to come up with a statement of 5 to 6 sentences that describes the PR situation. And what I felt after reading your statements was that they tended to be fact-based but not really strategically based or strategically centered. So let me kind of explain what I was looking for there. In any kind of a public relations situation statement, you want to be factual and you want to be positive, but you also want to be aspirational and you want to suggest where you're going. And I feel like a lot of the statements that you guys did, most of the statements that you guys did, were factual, but more of a blow-by-blow thing. Like, for example, if I were asking you, how do you use chocolate cake as a dessert to bring people together? You know, instead of talking about bringing people together and how great chocolate cake tastes and it's a wonderful experience for everybody, it's family bonding and family sharing and that kind of stuff, you'd say, well, you heat the oven to 350, you grease the pans, you get the eggs, you get the milk, you break the eggs, you put them in, and then this, and then this, and then this, and this. And all of that is true, but that's not really the situation, you know. So if the situation is we're using chocolate cake as a means of bringing people together to socialize and share, you want to focus on the socializing and sharing more so than on the cake. And so in the case of College Town, what you'd probably want to have, if you were describing the public relations situation for College Town, you'd want to say, I'm looking at my notes here, that's why I'm not just staring out the window, so you know. So what you'd want to describe in that kind of thing is you'd want to make a statement that's factual, but not blow by blow by blow by blow, not that. You'd want to be positive, you'd want to be aspirational, and you'd want to kind of suggest where this is going. So you'd want to write a 5 to 6 sentence statement that would talk about what College Town is. It's a collaboration between the two universities. It offers a vision for the future for Cal State Fullerton's development and planning. It offers pedestrian space. It offers green space. It guides and supports future development. You'd want to have those kinds of things in this statement that show how the campus is coming together, and even with our neighbor campus, and College Town is these kinds of things. It's aspirational. It's us looking forward. It's taking Cal State Fullerton into the new century. It's those kinds of things. Because if you don't have that, then you end up with a lot of the kinds of things that you had in your statements, where you said things like, well, this was a plan put forward by the university and the neighbors didn't like it, and so now we have to think about it because it blocks Highway 57 and blah, 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 blah. You know, and that's the eggs, the bowl, the mixer approach to chocolate cake. And while all of those things you said are true, they're not taking this in the direction we want to go. And so keep this in mind as public relations people, because so much of what we do is selling ideas. And so you have to describe the public relations situation in a way that makes that idea saleable. You know, people want to buy into it. And if you give them a PR situation statement that has, well, it's this and it's this and it's this, but the neighbors don't like that, and then this happened and that happened and this happened, that's a series of events. That's not a strategic statement. That's not a strategic vision. So keep those kinds of ideas in mind. We'll talk more about that in the next couple of weeks, but I wanted to pass that on now because I just finished looking through your statements, and that's what I'm thinking. So let's talk more about that on Wednesday. Thanks.